In this video, we are going to see how to get customer feedback via SMS automatically. So every time a new order is placed, a purchase happens, anything through any e-commerce platform, what you want is you want to first send an SMS to the customer telling them about the successful purchase, and then later, like a few days later, you want to send a feedback reply as well. Now, how can you do that? For this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So here your trigger application will be WooCommerce and your action application will be Twilio. Then again you are going to use a feature by Pabbly which is delay to delay your entire workflow for a few days, and then you will use Twilio once again. Now, how can this entire process be automated and how can you do this yourself? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now since I'm an existing user, I have clicked on sign in, and here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And as we do that, here we have reached the dashboard. Again, I'm going to click on create workflow tab, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking me to name this workflow. You can give any random name. Now here, what is my objective? My objective is, let's say that every time you place an order or there is something that you have sold, then you have sent an SMS to the person that your order has been successful. Now, after a few days, let's say after 5 days, you want to send another SMS asking for the feedback. Now, how can that be done? So, I'm going to write how to get customer feedback via text automatically. I'm going to click on create. As I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or the concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the response of your trigger application. Now my trigger application here would be WooCommerce. Let's look for this. And here the trigger event would be new order created. So here we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, now what we have to do is, let me take you to WooCommerce. Here, within WooCommerce, you will find settings. Let's go to settings. And here, we'll go to advanced. Then here again, we have to go to webhooks. Now here, we have to add a new webhook. Let's say the name of this webhook is new webhook 1. So the status has to be active. Now the topic. So I'm creating an order. So I'm going to make it order created. Then we have the delivery URL. So this URL that we have just received, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this over here. Then we have the secret. So I'm just going to leave this blank, and the API version is this latest version. Let's click on save webhook. So as I do that, here we can see that our webhook has been updated successfully. Going back to Pabbly Connect, let's capture the response once again, and here it is asking me to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here. Then the webhook response, basically I'm supposed to create a test order. So I'm going to take you back to WooCommerce, and here let's go to store. Now here let's say that I want to buy this iron press. So I'm going to click on add to cart. And now I'm going to go proceed to checkout. So here I have already filled in the details, and now I'm going to place order. Now as I've done that, here you can see that my order has been received. So now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the API response. We will have to wait for a few minutes. And here you can see that we have received the API response. So the total amount is 400. As I take you down, so this here is the name of the item. Again, here we have the customer details, and then we have got the address of the person. So we have received all the details, okay? And here again, we have the amount and everything. So once we have received this, I'm going to send an SMS to the person who has just bought this product, telling him that the order has been successfully placed. So I'm going to choose my action application here as Twilio. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to send SMS message. Let's click on connect. Now here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Twilio account. I'm going to click on add new connection. So once you have logged into your Twilio account, here as you will scroll down, you will find the account SID and the authorization token. So first I'm going to copy this account SID, paste this over here. Now we have to paste the same thing here. Then the authorization token. So I'm going to copy this and paste this over here. Let's click on save to set up this connection, and here Pabbly Connect is connected with Twilio. Once this is done, here we have to write the body of the SMS. So I'm going to write dear. Now I'm going to map the name of the person. How am I supposed to do that? For this, you can see the previous step. As I click on this, and the name was test. So here is the first name. So dear test, okay, your order for. Now what is the product? So I'm going to again go here, and the product was press. So here you can see iron press. This is the name of the product. So your order for this has been placed successfully. Okay, regards. So this is a simple SMS. You want to add more information, you can always do that. Now the method with which I have added this information here is known as mapping, and mapping is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. If I had written this iron press manually, then even when I was buying something else, it would have only taken the name as iron press. Why? Because it was written manually. That's why mapping is important. Now comes the sender's number. So here again, as I take you to Twilio, this is the Twilio phone number, which is the sender's number. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this over here. Now this has to be sent to the person who has just bought the item. Again, I'm going to map. So as I write this, here is the number of the person, right? Now let's click on save and send test request. So here you can see that we have received the response, which basically says that now an SMS must be sent to the person. And yes, we have received the same. Here is the screenshot, which basically means that as of now, my integration is a success. Now what do I want? After 5 days, I want to send another SMS to the same person asking about the feedback. So here I'm going to choose an action step. This time I'm going to choose a feature by Pabbly, which is delay, which will delay my workflow for as many minutes or hours or days as I want. So how much delay do you want to put in your workflow? So I'm going to mention here days, and then the delay value here would be 5 days. Let's click on save and send test request. So here you can see that my workflow has been successfully delayed for 5 days. And then what do I want? I want to again send an SMS. So my action step here would be again Twilio. Let's click on this. And the action event would be to send SMS message again. Let's click on connect. Here I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. Now the body of the SMS. So I'm going to write dear. And now the name of the person. So again, I'm going to go to step 1 and look for test here, as the name was test. Yes. Dear test, hope you have received the product. Please share your feedback. Okay. You can rate the product on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. Okay, now here you can rate the product. So I can also add the name of the product here. How? Again, I'll go to step 1 and I'll look for the iron press here. So this is my product. Now once I have done this, I'm just going to write regards. Okay, and now the sender's number. So again, let's go to Twilio. This is the sender's number. Copy this once again, and then we have the recipient's number. So I'm going to map this once again, and here is the number. So once we have done this, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that we have received the API response, and here is the screenshot of the SMS that we have just received. Since this was just a test case, and as soon as we had done the save and send test request, we have received the message just now. When this will work in real time, so it is going to send the message after 5 days. That is it. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. So I'm going to quickly show you what we have done. So here our trigger application was WooCommerce, where the event was new order created. Then our action application was Twilio, where we had to send an SMS message. Then we had chosen another action application, which is a feature by Pabbly delay, to delay our workflow by 5 days. And finally, our action application was Twilio, where we had to send an SMS message. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.